So there are wide-scale riots in LA. And the people who are rioting are leftist Americans, they're Mexican Americans, there are other illegals and foreigners. Here's a helpful way to think about this. Let's say that that you believe everybody who comes to this country should just be able to get a passport out of a vending machine. You walk in, the vending machine's free. Even in that situation, you would need to vet these people. You need to make sure that the people coming into your country, again, this is so stupid, nobody should have to say it. They're not rapists, they're not murderers, they're not pedophiles, they're not lunatics, they're not terrorists, they're not maniacs of any stripe or flavor. Think about it like this, by analogy. In your home, you do not let anybody into your personal house or your apartment who wants to come in. If somebody wants to come in, you have a right to decide whether or not they should be able to come in. And yes, the country analogy, it's external for your house is like a country. So you have the right to say who comes into your house. You vet who you open the front door for. In the same way, we should have a right to vet who comes into this country. I do not understand, as much as I try to make these things apolitical or non-political, it certainly seems like that this is a fault of the left and the Democrats. Why the Democrats, why the last administration has gone crazy letting in illegal aliens, letting people flood through the country, I don't think it is helpful to speculate on that. And I understand that there are a lot of conspiracy theories. I think that we have to have a reasoned dialogue and discourse. Unfortunately, there are people who will not have reasoned dialogue and discourse on this issue, which makes solving the problem very, very difficult. It means more people, as they drive under overpasses, will get rocks thrown in their cars. More police officers will be assaulted. So the most important thing for you to do is obviously to chill out and remain calm. And this is, I don't think you can ask local law enforcement to deal with this. This should be dealt with at the national level, because the state level, and I don't even think it's an LA County issue. The state refuses to deal with it. So we're now in a position where people have failed to have an honest conversation about a lot of things. Immigration is one of them. We have people rioting in the streets. The governor of California is refusing to do anything about it. People are being hurt. Obviously, I think there's a conflict, not only because it's Democrats and Republicans, but I think Gavin Newsom will probably make a run for president. And so there's some tension now with Trump. Trump probably has his suspicions about that as well. So remain calm is the first order of business. Do not expect local law enforcement to do anything. I think that's unfair to local law enforcement. The other issue is, because we have an inability to have conversations, and because our colleges and universities have been hijacked, and this is now the narrative that you can't even have a conversation about immigration, it makes it very, very difficult to talk about, and more people will continue to get hurt. So, things that should not have to be said. In closing, you have a right to determine who goes into your country and who does not go into your country. The idea that we should just let anybody into the country is insane. It's crazy talk. So as we move forward, I would just like to emphasize, remain calm. True crazy people are at the helm in California, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can stop the flow of, we can secure our borders and stop the flow of illegal immigrants into this country, and have a more rational and sane conversation about what immigration level should be, what levels of vetting should be, what countries should they come from, what should the rights and responsibilities of those people be, should they get driver's license or what have you. Until then, let's just hope that cooler heads prevail and we can secure the borders. Thanks for watching.